And there he is.
Wow.
Welcome to this episode of the official tour of REoL TOUGH City. We are here with one Delaypat, and
Hello.
right behind you was the very first attempt at an office building, and I decided to abandon it. And of course, we'll look at this. We'll look at these later. That's the underarms, very underdone. And of course, Savatelli Stadium, but those will be a little later. This is not a complete version of the map. The map that you will see live, this will be a private server, by the way. The version you will see will be different than this when it goes online. What we're going to do is we're going to start from the westernmost point and head east, because at the end we'll be at the most exciting place on Earth. Well, in this world.
Dun dun dun.
Let me know if I suddenly disappear, I'm going too fast or whatever.
You just turned a corner. Wow. Nice. You've been busy.
Oh yeah. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to... It was way off to the west. I only made... Oh, well, before we even go there... Oh, stutter. Before we go there, over here, the very first time I played this game, this was my very first attempt of actually starting a shelter of some sort.
The first of many.
I was building this platform, and then I forgot what creature came and killed me. Oh, I think it was a creeper because of this hole. Anyway, if we go back over here, we'll go to the very first point of interest, and it's the Riverside Resort, which is at the end of this road, which doesn't really go that long. Stutter. Oh, it's raining. Oh, that didn't work. Oh well.
Come on, God. You're supposed to do it.
Double downfall, was it? Nope. I can't remember what it was. Oh well. It's raining. We're gonna have to deal with that.
Oh well.
Anyway, here's the entrance to the Riverside Resort.
Ooh.
Complete with sheep. And
Very nice.
each room is a... They vary. Some of them have one room, some are two. They all have beds. Feel free to look around.
Very nice.
So how's the lag treating you?
No lag at all.
Oh, that's good. This is supposed to be a high-end server.
It's very nice.
Doesn't matter which way you go, really.
All the rooms are the same.
Well, I mean, some might have a living room in them, or the bedrooms might be a little smaller.
I'm kind of keeping the door open so you know where I'm at.
Yeah, I see it. And
Very nice.
over here, we got a little check-in and restaurant. And of course, we keep with the Alf tradition that I did on the Templeman server with the exuberant prices.
Goat, $100 a day.
Although some
boats.
although some actually aren't that bad. But
Cooked sushi. How do you have cooked sushi?
and
I
creeper
love it.
loaf that might give you gas.
Creeper loaf. Nice. That's
Stunner.
awesome.
And not really that impressive, but a small kitchen.
Very nice. Nice.
And these three-deckers, they're pretty much the same thing, except they're except they're one on top of the other. And then over here, we got the fishing wharf.
Very nice.
And then in the boathouse, you can either grab a boat or grab a fishing rod. I didn't have much time to put it in. Just enough to get things going. So that's the westernmost end. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily cut off the video, and we're going to head back to Savatelli Stadium, which is where we'll pretty much continue. Okay, we're back here at Savatelli Stadium, and we're going to go this way. Now you might see that tunnel way over there. That doesn't really go to anything. It was a road that ultimately was going to go to a desert temple that I found, but don't have time for it. Anyway, we go up this really long, windy, steep hill.
It's like Gladiator music should be playing right now. Dun 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 dun.
And over here we have a research lab.
Oh.
Which, if you turn around, you can see the upper shell of the underarms. And this is pretty much the entry. You got 2 stairs and a quote-unquote ladder elevator. Pretty much it's just simple, you know, really simple looking office space. But then when you get to the top, which kind of twisty, there's a ladder that it's in the middle, and you climb it and go all the way around to the front. There's only one way you can go. And you get to the observation deck.
Wow. Wow. Good stuff.
And I'm going to
If
point...
I jump right now, will I actually die after respawn? Or...
You probably will.
Okay, well, let's not do that then.
And one thing I forgot to mention for you watching, that Savatelli sign is going to be raised, so I will have room to put Savatelli Stadium. I didn't quite think that one through. Alrighty. And we're not too far from the next point of interest. Alright, we took the stairs. I'm going to take the ladder elevator down this time.
Wait, where are you at? There you are.
Alright, since this is short enough, we'll just keep the camera running. Back down the steep hill.
Dun 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 dun.
Pretty much.
Oh, by the way, that's copyrighted music, courtesy of Delaypat.
Okay.
So, I need a credit, you know.
You heard it here. Alright, now I'm sure you see this wooden building. From the looks of it, do you know what it is?
It's the Leominster Courthouse. I have no idea.
No, not even close. But if you read the signs,
it's the Spleef Arena.
I kind of borrowed I know it's a little more old-timey looking, but I kind of borrowed something from Fenway Park, where he tried to make the building look like something it isn't.
I like it.
Alright, just show you the arena right now.
Yes.
Of course, as you go up the stairs...
You go up?
Yeah. There's a little concession stand on either side, whichever way you're going.
Huh.
And the arena.
$7.50 for a beer, please.
And there's the arena itself.
Nice.
And of course, if you actually want to get in, you got to come back up.
Oh.
Because this was the spectators' way of getting in there.
Oh. No.
I think he's trying to cheat this. Yeah,
Aha,
he did.
Got it.
Yeah, so did I. Well, we'll do it in reverse then, because this is how you
Hey,
actually...
get back here.
This is how you actually get in. So, yeah, that needs a little work. And this is the front door that you were looking at initially.
Ah.
And there is a 2-layer version that some people play, and that's what this is. I wouldn't... Well, you could just look through the door.
Just look through it.
And if you die, if you lose, you just fall into water. It's no big deal.
Aha.
And you come out... In fact, you can open the door and fall down. You're not going to get hurt.
I cannot actually open the door.
There's a button on the lower...
Oh, okay, I see it. Alright. Oh, shot me.
Yeah, it's supposed to not be obvious. And I forgot to remove a section of dirt. I had this so I could fill the tank. Well, that'll be a problem to fix. And you can see you got 2 doors on either side.
Very nice.
So if you die, either side you got a ladder to climb. And there's the other way in.
Hmm. Oh.
And you come out to the spectators. Right next to the giant scoreboard.
Oh.
Which it's nothing really fancy. I won't bother to show it on video. It's just a switch behind every little light. So it's manually set. Because I don't think you can actually make a circuit for a 1x1 pixel setup like that. Alrighty, that's
awesome arena.
Since this is on peaceful, you can take the jump and you'll just recover anyway.
Woohoo!
And I think we can see what will be next here. It's a small building. It houses a football field.
Just a little building, you know.
Yeah. The first floor is 100% complete on the final version. So,
wow.
This is Salvatelli Stadium. And for the sake of the tour, I'll open up this pass-through gate here.
Thank you.
And this is the home side. The home side and visitor side mirror each themselves, but not each other. After I went for a very long period of time of building it and noticed it doesn't exactly mirror, I just said, screw it. Good enough. So over here, one is a concession stand and one is a souvenir stand.
Ah.
Of course, in the one that,
here. Sorry.
And the version that I have offline, those are completed. There's signs in the middle of the floor so you can follow. Signs pointing to where the men's and women's room are, which, by the way, this is the only building that actually has restrooms. Because I didn't know how to figure out how to do that kind of stuff. I didn't know how to make a believable toilet, and plus a lot of the buildings don't have room for it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Plus it's Minecraft. You don't have to do any number 1 or 2.
That is truth.
Then of course you got the ladder elevators, which are on all four corners. Up he goes. It's going all the way to the top.
Sorry, was I not supposed to go this way?
It doesn't matter.
Take me.
There's not really much to see up here except it's just access to the upper deck.
Okay.
And then over here, I haven't even put them together yet in the final map. These are going to be the, they're going to be the, what do you call them? Luxury boxes.
Aha. Ooh, I can see it. Nice.
And the scoreboard may look really tiny, but one thing that you got to realize is Minecraft overstretches the distance. So it's actually a lot closer than it looks, so it's a lot bigger than it looks. And over here, this is pretty much complete, is the Sabatelli Clubhouse.
Close the door on the way in. This is the clubhouse. I would like my,
some seating that overlooks the field, some that for eating and just hanging around.
I would like Dom Perignon, please.
And on the first level, it's pretty much more whining and dining, and you got this,
Awesome.
well, supposed to be like one of those gas fireplaces you can shove anywhere.
Oh, totally.
Some people might consider it unrealistic, but you can do that these days. There's nothing in there right now, but in the finished map there is a kitchen to said clubhouse. That's pretty much what the second floor is. Third floor, really nothing to really show you. This will go here on the field.
Wow, it looks really nice. That looks really nice.
Oh wow, I don't know if you can see the peaceful mode glitching out. Monsters appear and then they disappear.
I am not seeing that. Oh, yep, now I just saw one.
I guess that's the lag. These are the locker rooms. The other one looks pretty much the same except in reverse. There's nothing in any of the chests. Although I think I might put quote-unquote football uniforms in there. And the only place I had giant chunks of real estate that I didn't know what to do with, so this is the only building with restrooms. And of course, a stadium isn't complete without wherever he went.
I'm by the goalpost again.
Alright. Stadium is not complete without a trough. Since I have no clue how to make a believably looking urinal. But I have made a halfway decent looking toilet.
Oh, that's funny.
And the ladies' room is pretty much the same, except on this side, where there's the trough, there's more toilets, and the walls are colored pink. So it's the same thing. And over here, I think I might have made a mistake and forgot to change this part over to red.
Touchdown.
Oh, it's not a big deal. I mean, these are things that can fix over time. And then the visitor side, it's pretty much almost the same thing as in front, except it's not 100% mirror image. When I built these stairs, I realized I forgot to put these over here. And at that point I said, screw it. Too far along. So, for the most part, that's Salvatelli Stadium. And what I'm going to do now is cut this video, and if he wants to look around a little more, we'll let him. And I'll just show you the steel doors are one-way exits. Alright, now there are some things I'm intentionally leaving empty so that the end user, because this is also a downloadable map in the future, can do as they please with the buildings. Like this office building, for one.
Cameras allowed in public areas. No cameras in office areas.
And then over here is pretty much just waiting area, Wi-Fi, whatever. Waiting area, especially if you're... And of course, here's security desk. And then...
Well, sir, you don't belong here, sir. Yeah, I do. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm recording the elevator. As you can see, it's a Otis. And this is the high-rise elevator. I'll just show you what one of the high-rise floors looks like. I'll stop here at the very first one, which will be number 7. Oh, there you are. Like I said, I'm intentionally leaving the office space empty so those that download the map can do as they wish, or those that come on this private server can do as they wish, if they want any space to put something.
Awesome.
Alright, now the pain in the butt part is to go all the way down to show you a low-rise floor. Ladder elevators floors 1 through 6. Actually, we'll stop at 2 right now. Delaypat having a little hard time with the system, but he's getting it. It's just a... You saw how the floors were tall and then short in the back. This is why, because you got a second floor, which has its own back exit.
Wow.
And then over here, you go to the 3rd floor. It's an... Yeah, he's got it now.
I just keep looking the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, I've done it quite a few times. So, it pretty much is... This is pretty much what the lower levels look like. The only exception being that the 3rd floor has its own exit over here. And now we gotta go down so we can show you the observation deck. Because those have their own express elevators. And I apparently forgot to light this end. Well, like I said, not everything's 100% done. Then you get this long line, but of course I also threw in these for whenever it's you don't need the long line of traffic. Security checkpoint either way.
Sir, can you empty your pocket, sir?
And then each one goes to the very top, the lucky 13th observation deck, which is the 13th floor.
Dun dun dun.
This was built when the original absolute top limit of construction was 64 blocks above sea level, or 128 total.
Oh.
So the very ceiling that you see up here was the original absolute limit. But now you can go 128 above that. And of course we got the ALF price points there. I can't remember the name of the show, but it was when ALF snuck into the back seat of the car when I forget the name of the girl that was in the Tanner family.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he snuck his way in. They were going to the drive-in, and the prices were really, really super steep. I mean, today they might not be, but in late 80s they were really, really high. Alright, let me just set time 0. Or time set 0. There we go.
Oh,
That's
thank
what,
you, Jesus.
that's what it looks like in the day. And we completely overlooked a building. But we're not far from it. Then you can see the lighthouse from here. as well as we are going to look at these. The Minecraft Museum of Oddities. That's exploiting some of the wonderful Minecraft physics.
Nice.
And Charcoal Factory. The K through 12 school. 1 through 12 there. Kindergarten, its own little building. The abandoned schoolhouse over there. I gotta show you City Hall, because we kind of skipped that one. Don't have to worry about doors or anything. And the nice thing about this little tour is I'm making a little mental punch list of things I forgot to do. Like light a corner of this building. Here he comes, and there he is. Alright, the one building I forgot to show you while we were here. All these are just random apartment buildings. They have 1 or 2 rooms. And this is the very first house that I built. And this is where I would hide out. And this is where I did all my work.
Nice.
The rest of them are vacant. And here's City Hall. The function hall is all by itself. It's just an empty room for you to do as one pleases.
Didn't your town City Hall burn down?
There was a town hall that did burn down. That's just entry to the bottom of the stage. That's in the auditorium. And that's one-way exit.
Oh, fire alarm went off. Ah.
None of that. Anyway, let's go in the regular way. Now, over here at the entry, there'll be some, if there's anything of interest, it'll be posted over here. Then if there's something a little longer, they'll be into the mayor's office. And then there's a couple of offices, but I wanted you to take a look at the auditorium. This came out a lot better than I thought it would.
Nice. Very nice.
Complete with balcony.
Wow.
And here's the view from the balcony.
It's very nice.
Yeah, before I switched to creative, about 80% of this building was completed. Just a small piece of the ceiling wasn't done before I switched over to creative.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm on stage right now and I'm vlogging. Blah, 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 blah.
And I won't do it directly underneath you, but just like some of the older stages, trapdoors.
Ah! That's awesome.
Then there's also the upper level, which is a bunch of offices. I'll take a trip up. Right where the balcony is, there's a stairwell that brings you up to the top floor. He took the ladder elevator, that's there for that reason as well. And here's where all the wonderful work happens. The mayor's office. It's right there. A bunch of them are empty right now. Again, likely to be for however one wants to use them. Nothing really fancy, just simple blocks for chairs and stuff. And of course, copyright, fair use. Who cares?
Mayor cheats.
The fancy chair, of course. And I wonder how many people are old enough to remember Mayor McCheese.
Seriously.
How many Minecraft players would remember, besides Paul Soares Jr.?
Or Grimace.
Oh, he's one of the older ones, too?
Hamburglar.
Oh, you're talking to characters, yeah. Them, too. Grimace, Hamburger, like you said. The chicken, I forgot what her name was.
Oh. That's gonna bug me.
Alrighty, we saw that. I have a feeling we're gonna forget something at some point. Anyway, on the other side of Salvatelli Stadium.
Very nice.
We have the Minecraft Museum of Oddities. What few I actually could come up with. Nothing that's really a stretch. And here we are. Minecraft Museum of Oddities. And of course we got the nice ALF pricing points here.
Adult. Jeez. Thanks.
Witness a
Like
Minecraft marvel. Floating trees.
How does it happen?
And very amazing sourceless water and lava, which miraculously does not harm glass.
That's awesome.
I forgot to shut this. Yeah. Odd trans. Wheel-free floating carts, because if you look at a sharp enough angle, you can see there's no wheels on them.
Uh-oh.
And he broke my boat.
I am sorry.
But, you know, the nice thing is, I am the op, so... Doesn't really matter.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I said, this is a temporary map anyway.
Okay.
I mean, this will be in the final, it's just... And square animals.
Zoidberg over here.
Square people of copyright infringement. Stutter. Squidwards. Which they're referred to an awful lot by a lot of people. And of course, the biggest spectacle here, a parody of what Minecraft does on its own, the floating island. Now, there are no ores in this island. So basically,
That's awesome.
There's it's not that big, because then you'll hit the ceiling when you do. And there are tiny caves to explore. Again, no ores in them, so...
That's so cool.
That block, yeah, I'll open it up. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Everything in this map could get torched for all. Yeah, it'll be okay. Then forget the way out. It did make it curvy enough to make it hard to find your way out of here.
Yeah, that is a...
I managed to do that somehow. Alright, that's...
Nice oddity room.
Okay, that's the Minecraft Museum of Oddities. Now, there's not much to really show here. Wherever he went. Oh, there he is. He's still in... Here he comes. Not much to show here, but this is the coal factory. Where you can pretty much see right out the window. It's just a crap load of trees that you chop down, turn them into coal.
Nice.
Because I pretty much cleared almost every local available source of coal that there is. Alright. Oh, I didn't remove something. Well, you know what? That's not going to hurt because I want to show you something. Anyway, it'll make it easier to get to. But before we get there, I thought I'd show you the lighthouse that I built.
You can walk on water.
We are gods.
Seriously.
In the world of Minecraft. This server really runs well.
It really does run well.
I mean, every once in a while I'll see your character zoom a little bit, but I'm sure you see mine doing it too.
Every now and then.
Yeah, but very rarely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is supposed to be a high-end server that can handle up to 18 people flawlessly.
Nice.
And 50 max. Either way, you can go the stairs or the ladder elevator.
Well, for the sake of a George video, it's got to be an elevator.
And for the sake of exercise, which unfortunately doesn't count in the real world, I'll take the stairs. And you get a view out here as well. It looked like it was very, very distant when I first built it, because at the time the stadium was nothing more than just a half-finished football field and nothing else to it.
Wow. Oops. Very nice.
Yeah, and we haven't explored the other half yet.
Oh, wow.
But things get a little more separated, so I mean, it's not like... This is the crowded end. And over here... Well, before I found out that I didn't need grass to make trees grow, I made this little dirt bridge that goes over to a offshore tree farm, which I never took this bridge down. But in the end, it makes it easy to show you this thing. In terms of this area, this is as far as everything goes over here. Yeah, there are some beacons over there, but there's nothing over there, actually. And
wow.
Basically, this is a large offshore tree farm. You can barely see the end of Savatelli Stadium over there.
What happened? You go down here.
And this is a subway system that connects... Well, I don't want to show you that yet because it's kind of spoiler. It takes us to other places. It goes to the stadium and it goes to other places that I'm going to show you pretty soon.
Aha.
So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to head back towards the stadium and office building, and I'll cut the camera for the time being. Okay, we're back here again in front of Savatelli Stadium, sort of. And in this city, there are 3 major mining branches. That does not mean you can't make a branch of your own, but I thought I'd show you the 3 major ones. This is the big one where you might have seen the stupid, simple, easy ladder elevator video. The very first system that I ever did. This also serves as a tunnel system, express tunnel system that gets you to 4 completely different areas of the world. But pretty much here are the ladder elevators. They just go down to certain points, but over here at level 4, which is 2, 3, have this little special room where, as you're mining stuff, you can prepare it here, store it away, craft your stuff here. And of course, right now there's absolutely nothing.
Oh, there was stuff in that one.
Oh, well, this shows you how long ago it's been.
This one has 64 cobblestone on it.
And at some point, I'll put charcoal in there, or coal, either way. just to get you guys started. And there's all sorts of ways you can mine. I highly don't recommend on the first few levels going any further than what you see, because then in this direction, because then you probably are going to bore into a building. I mean, it's pretty much the same on all the other levels, except this one goes 6 to 10, and this one goes all the way to bottom 11 to 15. Just, I think, 3 blocks short of the highest level of bedrock. So that's that. Coming out the back of City Hall. And the back of these apartment buildings. And something I have to complete, make sure that I'm not going too far for you. I'm going to follow this windy, twisty road. And my game likes to stutter a lot. These are where all the homes are.
Nice.
Some crude, some a little more elaborate. And up here, this is something I gotta complete. This is where, like I said, this is going to be in adventure mode, so you can't do diddly squat. So this will be your first stop. This will be the basic general store of kinds where you'll get very basic wooden tools, and you gotta really be careful about how you go about things. You get trapped. If I'm not online, you're screwed. I'm purposely making it harder for you to do your job, but you can do your job. And
gotta work? Come on.
Before I show you the cool school, I'll show you the ones that are in use. Alright, here's REoL Kindergarten. Yeah, some basic desks. Some books, I mean, nothing really.
Sit down, children, you're too loud.
And then here's the main building. No weapons beyond this. No weapons, please. This is not Detroit. This is not Detroit. But you might like to see the cafetorium.
Cafetorium.
This is kind of loosely based on my grade school, which is Fallbrook Elementary. Very loosely based on it. It didn't have skylights.
No, Zach Morris did not go to that school, right?
Lunch line. Very basic. You got the sink over there where they storage, cooking. Of course, a crafting table just for the hell of it. And of course, this is where you dump off your trays to wash them, get them washed. All right. And we got the gymnasium.
No.
My worst nightmare in school.
Where's the rope? They need to climb the rope. You should just put like a ladder. That's your rope.
Or maybe I'll just put a fence post that nobody can climb. And put a sign there. Now you know what the rest of us felt like. And I know I got them labeled boys and girls, but they both look the same. Don't matter which one you look at. They're just reverse image of what the other one looks like.
I'm the girls one. Sorry.
And reset the clock. There we go. Oh yeah, kinda skipped a few parts. Of course, there's the cafetorium stage.
Press the wrong button.
No. Which just overlooks the cafetorium.
Attention teachers and students! There's gonna be a rally this weekend.
Attention students, we are no longer going to teach you the letter G because gun has the letter G in it. And that is against our zero tolerance policy of stupidity. Alright, here's the school office.
Please be seated.
And that's the secretary, and over here is
Dr. Feelgood, school principal. I swear it wasn't me. It was Brad who did it.
And no, I am not a Motley Crue fan. I wasn't a fan of hair metal, but yeah.
Oh, I was. I definitely was.
However, you know, I give them the respect that they actually had some form of talent, so I mean... Okay, that's the gymnasium. Then these are just emergency exits. And then we get to the classrooms, which most of them look different from each other, so as many as you want to look at, you can. Middle. This is almost set up, these two wings, like Fallbrook was.
Nice.
In fact, it's almost an exact duplicate. Except for, again, the skylights and the patterns. But the way but with the skylights and the way the windows are, it's almost identical to how it was. Okay, Pat's looking at classrooms. I think I'll show you a couple. Here's one with a 12. It's a very inconsistent layout because some have a lot more students than others.
In California, it's 30 kids per classroom.
Yeah, we used to have like 36 or so when I went to school.
Man. Too much.
We didn't worry about things like asbestos. So, I mean, each one, almost every single one of them has a different layout. I mean, there are repeats.
That looks really good.
Then we got the high school, which we put way over here. Its own wing away from everybody. Hey, again, same crap, just different area, a little different view. And then, of course, what is it? George F551 video without using the elevator. And the library.
Our Wi-Fi system is not to be used for pornography. Yeah. I need some porno.
And if you come over here, this is where you can do your enchantment. Full level. And it's pretty much the library.
Very nice.
You, sir, are seeing something everybody... I am being begged for.
Oh.
Other people are begging to see right now.
Haha, take that. No, I'm just kidding, guys.
And of course, I want to let you know the only reason... Well, not the only reason. One, in spite of some of our differences, we are pretty good friends online.
Yes, definitely.
We don't let... I'm not going to get in anything, but we don't let our we don't let our differences get at each other.
No.
And I'm sure, I think you'll like this one the best. The abandoned one.
No trespassing.
Or you'll be subject to watch Justin Bieber videos.
Oh no.
Oh look, there just happens to be a hole inside where you can get in. Although I might say, at times, watch your step. Because there are places where, surprise, there's no floor.
Oh man. Here I go. If you never see me again, that's why. Oh wow, it makes sounds too.
It's because it's unlit. This is the abandoned cafeteria with some classrooms thrown in. And over here you can see where water did a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah.
As if you go right here, you can see straight up to the sky.
Oops.
Little water damage. And there's the old cafeteria. There, I think I've left some stuff there. Oh, and one of the things I'll do on this server is, so things don't get boring, every now and then I might just go places and leave stuff for you to find.
Nice. Little Easter eggs.
Yeah, Easter eggs. Here we go, first floor. This time we'll follow you, because there isn't really much rhyme or reason.
Oh. No!
Oh, all the way to the basement. You gotta check out the really bad corner, though.
Oh, yes, I do.
Alrighty, it's... Let's see. And these stairwells are... Gotta be careful on this one.
Oh, jeez.
These stairs are somewhat resemble the Carter building in Leominster. Actually, yeah, right here's good enough.
Where'd you go?
Let's see, where did you go?
I am up to the top of there. You were down there. So,
Well,
there you are.
here's where I wanted you to... As you can see, this has received a little bit of water damage over the years.
Wow. Definitely. Is this even safe to be in? Come on.
And here it is from the first floor. Although, of course, I gotta show you the attic. Again, we gotta be careful about that area. And that little hole. Again, there's the area that completely fell in. There's almost no roof whatsoever. And then you got where it sagged, where it collected and rotted. A little bit of fall through over here. And then there's a ladder that lets you go up to the very top, where there you are.
It's not working for me.
And you can see the water damage from outside.
Oh, yeah.
And if you carefully position yourself and fall down one, you're in the auditorium that we didn't look at. Very tiny. But...
Oh, oops.
So that's the nice thing about it being on peaceful right now, is you take the hit, you're just going to recover.
Oh, totally.
Unless it's a little too much of a hit. So that's the school.
Nice. It's the abandoned school.
It's like it was in use, but not anymore.
Go ghost hunting in there.
Then I believe there was a point I thought I forgot I put that block there. Now it gets a little more spread out.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Before we keep going, time set 0. There. I was gonna dot this with houses, but, well, you know, then I came up with all these other big projects. That's what those are. They're just houses with some rooms in them.
Oh, cool.
And over here's the community farming come here and do all your farming and get all your stuff. And that little blocky building there is a subway stop to this area. And in this building you pretty much have your, we don't really have to go in, you got your stove, crafting table, and storage. Very bottom level you got your farming tools. And this was here long before I built that. This was the original tree farm. Very beginning of the
the universe, technically.
Pretty much.
Nice.
And here's the, yeah, there's the wheat, and I gotta ultimately add carrots and potatoes, or as I like to say in Watch Me Suck, potatoes. And there's the chicken coop. Escapee.
Come out of there.
Sheep pen. The pig pen. And the cow pen. Which, when I see what they look like, this is pretty much what a pen looks like. Got a skylight to make sure that baddies don't spawn in here, and when they do, they die from sunlight. Actually, we can go this way, yeah. And we're now in the land of projects that are not complete. And what we have here is, well, I'll show you from the front, because those of you in Leominster might recognize this. It's supposed to be a Minecraft version of the Columbia Hotel. The one that burnt down. Now there's nothing in there yet. And right now there's no floor between the basement and first floor, because I wasn't going to put in a basement. Then I decided, after watching the place get torn down, might as well do a somewhat faithful reproduction. The interior, there's nothing there except decking. But I'll show you anyway, because there is actually there's only one thing that actually is complete in here. Now, the best of my knowledge, with the exception of this staircase right here, from watching the building being torn down, that staircase doesn't really exist. But everything is positioned supposedly where it was in the original building. It's all empty right now, but go all the way up to the top and over here. These are not holes, I forgot. These are going to be fire escapes, or they did have an escape hatch on both sides. This is where the elevator's going. And this is the only completed part. The Mason's Hall. Well, not, I mean, structurally complete, but I think I might add a DJ booth just for the heck of it. This is supposed to be the this is supposed to be the famous, and that's going to be a bar. And I think I'll put a, DJ booth for, well, as much Minecraft would allow. So, I mean, that's all we got here in the Columbia. And for the sake of not dropping too far, we'll take the stairs, because I don't know if it might be a... It won't kill you, but I don't want you taking too big a hit in case something happens.
Yeah.
And then here's a massive project that's way, way, way far from being done. This is the Columbia Downs pig track. Yeah, we'll look at the track first. See, we sort of got it lined. Sort of got the track configured. And in sections I got the dirt track to be the dirt that I want. I haven't obviously got to that point here. And the trees, before I went into creative mode, was what I was using to actually build these things. And you can see the hills are all butchered up because I did a video of... I know what it is this time. There we go. You can see holes in the hills. That's when there's a video of me blasting giant holes into the mountain so I can get rid of them to make this track, because it's kind of big. When it's done, it's going to be roughly approximately half-mile in length. And a wolf.
Oops. I just hit it. And now it hates me.
Oh, now he's my problem. Now he doesn't seem to care much. Oh well. Anyway, if we go over here, we can see that yeah, so the front and back stretch is 200 meters long.
Wow.
And the corners will be... There is a program I found online that you can calculate the radius of whatever size circle you want, and that's how I'm doing the corners.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is when I took TNT to hollow the crap out of this so I could get it done faster. A lot of this water gonna disappear. Here's some of the redstone circuitry I used to make things go boom. I like the floating trees and rock.
Oddities!
Oddities, yes. We're almost done.
Very cool.
And this is supposed to have like a... It's supposed to look like the tiny building over there was the original. And ultimately there'll be a stone building that connects the two. And this is supposed to be the quote-unquote newer building. There's not much of an interior on these yet. There is enough for, like I said, not much yet. But
Okay.
there are your betting windows. I'm thinking I'm going to add Millionaire and Billionaires Club in here on the upper level. If you want to see what it looks like, sort of, take a step out here and you kind of see what the building looks like.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It'll look even better when it's done.
Yeah, of course.
And of course,
related to release this to the general public.
Regardless of the condition it's in, the 1st of June.
Nice.
And again, the server is private only because there are certain groups and people that would honestly love to come and grief the crap out of it. Something awful. Anyway. Tax. Anyway. I'm not going to go into any more. Because, come on, I'm in my 40s. I'm supposed to be much better than that. Sadly, he hasn't gotten any better. And he's... Well, see, I'm 41, so he's 42. Obviously, I haven't finished this yet. And no, this isn't turning into a low-tax bashing. I'm just stating that there's a reason why this is private. And this will be the announcer's booth where you get a good view of the finish line.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And I do plan... Let me reset the clock here. I do plan that we'll have pig racing here, as I figured out how we can do that.
That's awesome.
did a few small test runs because, well, there isn't really a total track yet. Got obliviated mountains that are in the way. Alright, that's...
Very cool.
And of course, I'm not going to go down these, but this is where the infamous ladder elevator will go. And maybe, well, you know what? I don't think I built it. I didn't quite build these to have a millionaire billionaire club. Oh well. I mean, this building, the small building over there, it's pretty much like this, but smaller. But since it's on the way to the last and one thing that I know you'll love, we'll just take a quick look inside. I mean, this is actually the completed deck. It's not going to come out to here. In these spots there'll be stairs, especially I think in there. Either that or it's decoration. Now for the final piece. And I know this is not the quickest way there, but there is a reason why we're going this. Oh, actually there's two things. This is not the quickest way there, but again, there's a reason why we're doing it this way. And there's a house I never built. The dirt is pretty much showing me where I'm going to put windows and doors.
That's always a good handy method. Needs to be here.
And go down these winding streets. Two more things to show you. It's not as big as the one I had in Templeman's server.
That's what she said.
But I'm sure pretty soon you'll see exactly what it is.
Okay.
The sign might be showing up now for you.
No.
Well, actually...
I wonder if my draw distance is a little behind also. It's the mall!
And of course there's something next to it, but we'll look at that last. Because that's showing up for me.
It showed up for me now, yeah. Just had to give it a few seconds for it to...
Yeah, I mean... Even the best servers take a moment at times. Here's what the big department store kinda looks like. As you can see, there's a bit to go.
Very nice.
There will be stairs on both sides of this glass ladder elevator.
It's the great glass elevator.
Hey, it runs like crap. Oh, no wonder it's a Schindler. Well, there's the second floor. There will be a railing, and like I said, stairs. And Pat took the express elevator down.
I sure did.
And if you go this way... Of course, there's absolutely no stores yet, but this is the mall.
Nice.
Of course, as the server is up and running, we'll actually start putting stuff in, or if anybody that's invited wants to put something in, they can. And again, subway station. That whole giant system that you first looked at ends here.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty.
Do we get to take it?
One final thing to show you. Unless there's something I've totally forgot, which, you know, I've worked on this so long. Some interesting factoids. I believe I have found 4 desert temples and at least 6 villages.
Wow.
3 of them have access to the Nether. And I don't know if you can see it from where I'm standing, but the next thing on the list.
Yeah, it's real land.
the new real and improved real land.
Nice.
Never mind the dinky wooden roller coaster on the Templeman server, we have Mount Hell. Which, of course, needs a rework, because every time they rework the code for mine carts, the thing slows down.
No, shoot.
There's a couple of... I mean, it still works, but there's a couple of places it's literally just limping along.
What is that up there?
It's supposed to be a beacon.
Wow. I don't know, you could actually do that now.
And this is the bow and arrow. Hit the easy target, win ahead.
There you are.
So let's see. And we have almost the same rides that the Templeman server had. Like, over here we got the minecart tumblebug.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a cart when if you want to ride any of these. The Minecraft whip, same thing.
Nice.
Actually, this way. This was not on the their server. The Drop.
Ooh.
I don't know. Would you like to try it?
I would. Yay!
Alrighty, let's see. I gotta pull up minecart.
Stay there.
What I'm gonna do is throw a cart down. There you go. And then you know how to push the cart, don't you? There you go.
I used to.
There you go.
Oh, there's a cart in the way.
Oh, I forgot there was one. So what you do at this point is, and then just turn around and push yourself again. You should be clear.
There we go. Woohoo! Oh, not enough.
Oh, it failed?
Yeah.
It worked before.
Let me try this.
Try it again.
Go.
Could be a lag thing.
There we go. Whee!
And at any moment, we should see him coming up over here.
Ah!
You can see his name tag on.
Ah!
Here he comes.
No! Wow.
Of course, in my sights, you disappear and reappear.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
and he's
up. I'm climbing. Holy moly!
And here he comes.
Ah! That was fun.
Alrighty. I'm sure there's one you've seen that you would definitely like to ride. And of course, here's Bumper Boats. This I was building on the Temperament server before he closed it.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I'm sure you wanted to... you've seen the video. I'm sure you like to actually experience it.
Yes. Mount Hell. Sorry.
Again, because of lag issues, you might get a rollback. Or it might actually... You might have to push yourself along. Oh, there's a minecart there already. Oh, you're not even...
yeah.
Okay, in this video, we're going to stop it when he disappears.
Alright. Should I roll it back a little bit?
Actually, no, that's the stop track.
Okay. Oh, get in there.
And away he goes. Even though it might not look it on camera.
Woo!
Right now it looks like he's sitting right in front of me. Then he disappears. And he should be right there. He is.
Hello.
Gotta love servers. And now he's gonna climb the hill. And then we're gonna shut the camera off for a moment.
Ah, climbing.
He's climbing even though he was right in my face.
I'm on the outside.
There he comes, and there he goes.
Oh. Oops, lagged out.
And there he comes.
Yay!
And he'll stop right there. And that was Mount Hell. There is a video of that on YouTube, so if you want to see what it looks like first person,
that was awesome.
there is a video of it. And for those of you that are invited here, I want to state this just in case people ask. No problem if you want to record video here on this server.
Nice.
And that is everything that is to be seen, although more likely certain things will be more complete by the time it's up on the server. And I'm going to end my video here staring at the Mount Hell sign. And this is George F551 saying, this is what you get to look forward to if you're on the list. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.